Hey everyone, what's up? Yeah, this is a bit of a first day of spring 2019 blog, just to talk about a few things and all that. Today is, of course, Wednesday, March 20th, and again, I thought I'd just come on here and give you guys a bit of a blog about what's happening so far. Right now, today, I've got a unusual 7.5 hour work day. I started at 8:45 and I get off at 5:15, and usually my ride is here around that time, but my ride, of course, is my mom, and she gets off at 4:30 today. So basically, she won't be home. I mean, she won't be in the vicinity because it takes her about 45 minutes to 50 minutes, if not an hour, to get from her job to this location. So by the time she gets here, because it takes about a few minutes, I would say about 5 to 10 minutes to get to her car, get out of her job area, and come, get on the road. And traffic depending, it takes her on the average, like I said, 45 minutes to about an hour to get into Patterson. And basically, when you kind of look at that, you might say, oh, well, that's perfect timing. She gets off at that time. Well, and that's true, she does. But like I said, it takes about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to an hour. So if we were to average the fact is that she got out of there, she gets on the road or drives out of the parking lot at her job and gets on the road by at least, I would say 4:35, 4:40. Then you add in, 35 to 35 is an hour, 25 is 50 minutes, 15 is 40 minutes. So you could probably look around the lines of, like I said, 15, you can look around the lines of probably 5:20, 5:25, 5:30 that she would arrive. Between that time, between basically 5:15 and 5:30, if not later, because like I said, sometimes it takes an hour or so for her to get on the road and get here. Now with that said, I'll probably be using this later today while I wait to do an audio for a video I might put together when I get home tonight, so that I can keep on top of a lot of things with this channel. Another thing, and speaking of this channel, I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering, recently I've created two PMVs, which are PMV for closed captioning here on YouTube, is short for Pony Music Video, basically My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fan-made music videos. Now you might be asking yourself, or wondering, why did I put two of the same video? And why did I do that? Well, when it came to yesterday's, which was the I'll Always Be With You PMV. The first one, for a lot of you that have seen it or are going to see it, for some reason, right in the middle of it, it goes completely blank. Like, I don't know if the file got corrupted or didn't go through or something just didn't happen. I don't know. But yeah, the video, it kind of went blank for about, I would say, 20 seconds almost. I kind of counted it. It went blank for about 20 seconds. And that was not good. But I did keep it on there, because I know a lot of people make mistakes. In fact, I've seen PMVs, AMVs, fan vids, if you will, that have had a similar mistake, similar situations happen. Now, when it comes to the other one that came after it, you might notice in apostrophes, I think that's what it's used, apostrophes. Basically, I said modified version. The reason I said that is because I took out the certain file that may have been bad or just didn't record right or something, and I kind of extended a few scenes, kind of tweaked things here and there, and thus we ended up with the modified version that came afterwards. And you know, that's just a break sometimes that you got to go that route. But thankfully that came out better. There was no like blankness, no, going to black or kind of blank spot in there for who knows how many seconds. Thankfully that didn't happen. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I've been posting two of the same video at a time. The other video that I did before this, which was basically a modified version of a fan vid I did about a month ago, which was The Touch, which featured the Touch song by Stan Bush from the 1986 Transformers movie. The reason I modified the Touch PMV, like I said, the Touch Pony music video, which again, as I mentioned, featured the song The Touch by Stan Bush from the 1986 Transformers movie. The reason I did that was mainly because some people had gotten on me about the fact that there were certain scenes that I didn't use that could have been utilized, and so I went back and decided I'm going to do that, and that's what I did. So you got a scene. So basically, the scenes you got in there are of the main six fighting the changelings from Canterlot Wedding Part 2. You have Shining Armor and Cadence using their special magic spell, which we have not seen them use in a while, to defeat Crystallis and free Canterlot from the changelings. Just checking something there, hold on. Okay. As well as we see the ending of A Royal Problem with Celestia in the Dream Realm defeating Nightmare Moon and Daybreaker. Daybreaker, who's basically the Nightmare Moon version of her. And oh, by the way, Daybreaker is in the comics too, believe it or not. The recent Knights arc or something like that. Just checking something. But yeah, there's that moment in there, and a few other moments as well. So, but mainly those three that I can think of, and the reason I did that one twice is, of course, as I've mentioned before, I use Cyber Power Director. I think that's what it's called. Cyber Power Director. Number 14 is called Cyber Power Director 14. I know there's a 15 and a 16, but this one's been helping me out in the long run so far. And I was able to create or publish this video, as it's known, when you finalize it to be created, when you kind of like say, okay, I'm ready to create this video. I've gotten everything together. I've got all the pieces and scenes in place. So here I go. I was but basically the Cyber Power Director, like its other incarnations that come after it, and even other publications or other software similar to it, allows me to publish the video, create the video in different perspectives, if you will. Different definitions, like regular standard, or in this case high definition, like full high definition. For example, most of my videos that I've created through that have been 1080p at 60 frames per second. But also, I put out some videos that have been at 4K in 60 frames per second. The only problem is unless they're a very short video, like just like a few seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, a minute, I have to use what is known as a fast rendering, because it gives you that option to actually speed up the rendering, and it doesn't really affect it that much. I thought it did at first, but it doesn't. But it allows you to use a fast rendering to render and finalize the project a lot quicker than you would have in the past. Not in the past, but a lot quicker than you would if you were doing it at regular speed. And again, nothing gets affected. I mean, I thought originally that it tinted the sound a little bit, but what that is the tint in sound is basically the 5.1 is when you select Dolby Digital 5.1 surround, and you have, like in my case, a microphone, an external microphone connected to your camera or something, and it makes the sound a little bit more tinty. Or if you're trying to do a video, make it sound good, it makes the music sound a little bit more tinty. So sometimes it's best not to choose that, but what you can choose is an option that allows you, it's called Echo, I think. It allows you to choose different surround sound types, like living room, theater, or stadium, which I think is kind of cool. So most times I just use stadium to do a majority, if I want to, not stadium, but the living room surround option or echo option to add a little bit more oomph to the videos, or majesty to the videos. So yeah, basically that's what I've been doing. And again, the reason I bring this up is because one of the first modified versions of the touch video that I did, I uploaded in 4K, so that anybody has a 4K monitor or has a 4K television, they can watch it in 4K, in Ultra HD. Even though some places or some outlets will still register it at 1080p because you have a 1080p television. And sorry for that vibration. I got a notification or something like that. But yeah, it's they allow, but like I said, other outlets will still register it at 1080p because of the fact that your outsource for viewing it is a 1080p television. But long story short, it does register that it's a 4K device when it's all said and done, or 4K file when it's all said and done. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I uploaded it twice. Like I said, I uploaded the touch one that I modified in 4K, and then I uploaded it in 1080p, so that you can get the benefit of both viewing formats and stuff as well. So that's basically why, if you're wondering why I've done the videos, these PMVs, music videos, why I've uploaded them twice. The one, like I said, the one that I did yesterday, I had to do twice because of the fact that something screwed up on the original version, so I had to modify it to be uploaded again. And then, like I said, with this one, with the touch one that I did before that, all I did was basically add in certain scenes, take out certain scenes, add some in, and then just upload one version of it in 4K, while I uploaded the other in regular 1080p, 60, and both at 60 frames per second, or 60 FPSs, if you will. So that's why sometimes you get twice the video. You know what I'm saying? And although I didn't do that yesterday, I might consider doing that again with the next PMV whenever I do it. Another thing as well, you may have noticed that yesterday I did, of course, a Topics on My Mind live stream, as well as I did a couple of other videos that I uploaded. I mean, in total, counting the live stream and the two, uh, sorry about that, had a bit of an interruption there. But anyway, like I said, what I was trying to get at, and I do apologize for the interruptions, had a disconnect there. But like I was saying, basically, this is why you see a lot of these, um, you know, basically, what I was trying to get at is, in addition to those videos and all that, you saw that in total, I uploaded 6 videos yesterday, which is not the most I've done. In fact, I think the most I've done in a day is 10. But what I did yesterday, though, was just give you guys an example of what's to come this Monday and Tuesday, because these are going to be the 2 days that I'm off. And these are the 2 days that my mom goes in early to work. She has to leave early. So hopefully, unlike yesterday, I can get up when she leaves, after she leaves, and kind of proceed to start my day there. And in the long run, it helps me out because it kind of keeps me on schedule, especially with my job. So hopefully, just checking something there, hold on. So hopefully I'll be able to get up early next Monday and Tuesday and a week from this Friday as well to be able to accomplish a lot of things, because a week from this Friday, as I've mentioned before, my mom, that is going to be my mom's last day at work before her spring break. So on the 29th, I plan to do a lot of stuff, with this channel. Mostly the biggest one is the DCWA WrestleMania. Now, what I plan to do going towards that, it'll probably happen this week, maybe this weekend. We got my nephew coming over, so because my sister, his parents, my sister, and my brother-in-law are going to go see George Lopez at the Bob Hope Theater. Basically, I'll try to put together some kind of hype video, kind of do a video that will show you, as well as remind me, of what matches we're going to have at WrestleMania. Because I want to get people excited for this. I want to get people invested in this. And I know some people will probably come out and say, well, wait a minute, why is this and that? But you know what? Again, the way I look at it, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, and I understand and respect what people say. But to me, it's like, if you try to bring this argument about, wait a minute, you're doing this without this and that, without doing this or that. If you try to bring that argument over to 2K Sports and the WWE Games division there, they're going to just look at you and be like, seriously? You're upset because of this? You're the ones that you're the ones that did this. You're the ones that uploaded to the community, to this community creation. You're the ones that are going to have to deal with it, not us. You're pretty much saying, go ahead, download. But anyway, besides that, I'm planning to basically get something put together by this weekend, if this week, to get people ready for WrestleMania, as well as give myself a reminder of what matches we're going to have, because it's going to be really interesting. I'll put it that way. It's going to be really intriguing on how we get to this event. Now, for those that are wondering, it is going to be a CPV, so depending on the kind of matches we will have, to let you know, it's going to probably be a long one. Which means if I gotta render it, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to render. I'll put it this way. The day I do it and the day I render it will probably be the day I also render it. It'll probably take a while because of the fact that this thing, it might be massive, even to the point that I have a 16 gigabyte flash drive in there, in my capture card, so I'm probably going to have to buy a bigger one. In fact, I may have to do that anyway. I may have to buy a terabyte deal, who knows. I'm just kidding. But something big enough. I'm probably thinking around 32 gigs at least to get a lot in there, because on average when it comes to my shows, now I gotta get back into work here, but on average my shows basically take up about 7 to 8, almost 8 gigabytes. So, 16 might work, but I don't want to chance it, and I don't think anybody else would. So I might be looking into a bigger hard drive in time for Mania, as well as just in general as well. But yeah, that's what I have planned to do, and that's why when one of my friends online asked me when it would happen, I said it's going to be next week. And that's why I'm also doing this blog, to kind of give you, it's not much of an update, but more of a blog to let you kind of tell you what I want to try to do. Sorry about that. Well, like I said, it's kind of a blog to kind of tell you what I want to do and what I hopefully have planned to do in the future, in the next week or so. And like I said, if you think the 6 videos I did yesterday is something, with the fact that I'm going to have 2 days off after my regular weekends off, get ready for even more videos. That's all I'm going to say. But really, that's all I have to say. But really, I just thought I'd come on here. First day of spring. Doesn't really feel like it sometimes, but spring, the first day of spring has had that kind of a reputation. But I thought I'd just come on here, let you guys do a bit of a blog, kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on, what's happening, and all that. So, kind of give, and also answer the question as to why I double on videos sometimes and all that. But anyway, I'm going to get back into work, guys, before I get any later than I am. And that's all I'm going to say. So, till next time, God bless, take care, and I am out. And you might see an audio video uploaded tonight.